Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Beal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He unleashes a long one. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And it'll be a touchdown.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
The Aggies offense will have its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fakes to grab.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. They'll go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To throw, it's Beal. He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to run for it. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Turning it on. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. The throw. Got his man on the right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And there's so many targets to focus on, so many elite playmakers, and they just lost it. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on their team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Herrera. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work. There he goes! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Beal. Fires to the big fella. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That's caught. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Scanning the field, it's Beal. Spits it out to the back. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success, stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
To the air on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
A strike downfield. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Got him downfield. At the 35, he's got room. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about,
gonna let it fly. Makes the grab on the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beal. He'll take another shot here. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
and it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Herrera. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin them deep. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Beal. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the back. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He uncorks a bullet to the right. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only...
It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Daly. Fires to the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not there. Breaks into the open. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice. QB with the decision-making.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get at minimum tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
That's caught. It's Browning. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw. It's Daly. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because...
Touchdown, Aggie! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be third and long. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Throws to the tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Sixth play of the drive coming up.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass, it's Beal. Right down the middle. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paula.
Yeah, and inside the...
Into the end zone for a touchdown to ratchet up the press. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew